Hi guys, it's me, Tech Segner. And today I've got something that definitely breaks the mold when it comes to tech reviews. We're diving into a high-precision niche tool designed for artisans, engineers, and serious digital sculptors. I'm talking about the NA3D scanner, a special-purpose, ultra-precise 3D scanner that's built with one goal in mind: to capture the fine details of nuclear carving, jade work, ivory carving, and more, with surgical precision. Now, this isn't your everyday consumer-grade 3D scanner. This thing was made for professionals who work in industries where detail is everything, where every micron counts. And right out of the box, that purpose is clear. The build is industrial, solid, and minimalistic. No flashy colors, just raw functionality. It's made to be integrated into workflows, especially for those using CNCs or carving machines. And the best part: this thing supports full customization, both in software and hardware extensions. So if you're working on a jade carving with complex geometry or engraving ivory with ultrafine texture, you can fine-tune the scanning parameters to match your needs. Let's talk specs, and this is where it gets nerdy. You've got micron-level precision. We're talking down to about 0.01 mm accuracy. That's enough to pick up engraving marks so fine, the human eye might not even notice them. The scanning speed is impressively fast without compromising on the resolution, which is critical when scanning delicate materials like jade or bone that you don't want to expose to unnecessary mechanical stress or light heat. Now, the scanner uses structured light or laser triangulation depending on the variant you go for. The unit I tested came with dual light sources and multi-angle scanning capability, which means it doesn't just capture the outer silhouette of the object, it also dives into the small grooves, curves, and complex reliefs with very little shadow interference. Using the included software, you can get real-time point cloud previews. It's intuitive, fast, and surprisingly stable for a system that's handling such high-density data. Export formats include STL, OBJ, and PLY, which are ready to import directly into modeling software or send to a 5-axis CNC or resin 3D printer. Now let's talk application, because that's really where this scanner shines. If you're restoring antique ivory pieces, replicating traditional Chinese nuclear carving art, or digitizing one-of-a-kind jewelry, this scanner doesn't just scan. It captures the story, the craft, and the legacy etched into every curve. I tested it on a jade pendant with intricate dragon engravings, and the output: stunning. You could literally see the smallest texture ridges, as if the carving tool had just lifted off the piece. That kind of fidelity is a game changer, especially for artists working in digital preservation, museums, or high-end replication. Of course, it's not perfect. Setup takes time. Calibration has to be dead-on, and lighting conditions really matter. If you're in a dim or overly bright room, it can mess with the scanner's accuracy. Also, it's not a plug-and-play experience like a consumer 3D scanner. You need to know what you're doing or be ready to learn. But that's the point. This isn't for casual hobbyists. It's for professionals, artists, and designers who are serious about their detail. And for them, delivers. So if you're working in nuclear carving, jade sculpture, or ivory detailing, or you're just someone who needs ultra-precise scans for custom machine carving, this might just be the scanner you've been waiting for. It's reliable, insanely accurate, and flexible enough to fit into complex, high-end production pipelines. And with support for customization, you can make it your own, tailoring it exactly to your material, your environment, and your artistic or technical goals. That's it for this one. If you're interested in picking up the NA3D scanner, or just want to check out more about it, I've dropped the link for you down in the description.